because we don't even have a translator here. See what I'm saying? We don't even have a translator. So like the last dude on the
And
team.
to be honest, and to be honest, like for young basketball players that's knowing they probably not gonna go to the NBA and but still want to be pros, and they knowing they probably gonna have to take their talents overseas. They probably assuming that a lot of these teams gonna have translators. And let me say this: most of them do, but that's like EuroLeague, Euro Cup level. You gotta be not saying you gotta be a prime time player, but you gotta be able to get a contract to the point where you haven't translated. You won't even know that till you sign. But most of these teams in most countries where they don't speak English as a predominant language, they're not gonna have no translator for you.
Listen,
And
I
the
was
best translator you're gonna get maybe is a teammate, and they don't even do a good job of
right.
translating.
Listen, I was in China. Now think about this. The guys in China was getting paid the minimum amount of money that was getting paid for a month. In the second division was $40,000 a month. All right. Guy on the
That's not
team.
bad at all.
Okay. One of the dudes on the team signed. He was only there a month and a half. He got $180,000 for that month because it came
That's
from
definitely not bad at all.
it
That's
came from the
definitely
Euro
not bad.
League and got cut. You feel me? Because it came from the Euro League, and their translator was horrible. So even when you go up in the ranks, you be thinking, "Oh, they're gonna have all this tailor made for me." No, they're not, bro. They're not. It's not like that. And we're gonna speak on the average player. We can't just think about everybody that makes it to the top leagues because a lot of those players they play for years and then get to a certain status, and get that. Because I didn't play with guys who made it to the league first round or was on the roster team and playing right here in one of these little countries right here next to me on my team. So don't get it twisted. Don't let that consume your mind as thinking that I'm coming from Texas and I'm automatically going to be on this. No, you find yourself right here in Chile on a 2.5, 2K job just trying to keep your name afloat. Like, let's just call it, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
real, but that's fine. That's just the journey sometimes. But do
Yeah.
what you can focus on is if you're prepared for it. And that's what
Right.
one of my favorite motivational speakers, ET, say it's not what broke you that broke you, is that you wasn't prepared to be broken. You never prepared for it. Gotta
Right.
prepare, man. Gotta stay ready.
Yeah. Nah, you right about that 100%. And then like with the language barrier, you said like uh for me, like I've been in a few countries where English ain't they predominantly speaking language, and when you first come in and you don't speak that language, I think the area where you're gonna struggle at the most is just communicating with your coach and your teammates, because obviously that's what you're there for in the first place, to play basketball. But like you said, when there's no translator and the best translator you got is somebody on the team and they could half-heartedly do it, and then they gotta practice alongside with you, so they can't just be standing right along next to you. It's like it's almost going to a point where it's gonna force you to learn the language, but
Right.
first force you to at least try to, because it's just gonna be too confusing and too stressful. Your coach staring at you, and then everybody looking at you crazy, like, why you not doing what he said? I can't
I
understand
don't
this
know what
man.
he's saying.
I have no clue. You know what I mean? And then, like, because they've been doing it for so long, they don't care that this is your first year. They done had plenty of first year
Right.
players. Like, this ain't nothing new to them. So they like, well, if he don't, like we talked about, adjust to this situation quickly, if he can't understand my play calls, if he can't communicate with his teammates in an effective way, send him home, because we gonna get another one that can come out here and adjust quicker than he can.
Right. Because you got to think about it. I mean, you literally, you got to be attentive of it. You can't just wait for someone to like come and translate, excuse me, translate for you. You literally got to be like, okay, he speaks a little bit of English. He can translate for me. You come sit right here next to me. Or I'm gonna come sit. You gonna be my friend. I don't care what you got to say. You're gonna say be my friend right here because I need to understand what's going on.
Mm.
Even as when I came up being a younger player, I know I wasn't forward like that to just say, hey, man, you need to translate for me because I need to get this information. The last guy that was on our
Mm.
team, we went through whole film sessions and no one translated one word to him. Our film sessions, our pregame, no one's going to go translate nothing to him. And I'm looking at the guys that actually speak Spanish. Don't say nothing to him. I'm like, and we're ready to go play against the top team. What are we doing here? What's going on? You know, so that
Mm.
communication and language barrier is big. Don't wait for somebody. You take the first step.
What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, 6 Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. You know, I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go.
You know,
Yeah, and personally, I'm definitely proud of you because you definitely know how to speak Spanish. Like, I don't know, would you consider yourself you fluent in Spanish now, or you about like 80%? You know how to speak Spanish, you can understand it.
I would say
Like, where are you at?
I'm about 70% because when you get into the technicals, that's where it gets a little bit tricky for me and a
Yeah,
little bit of the grammar. But I put it this way: you drop me in any Spanish speaking country and I'm good. I don't care if it's an
see,
airport. I
that's
don't care where
impressive,
it's
bro.
at. Yeah.
That's impressive, man. That means you spent your time wisely. Cause like for me, my story is like I played 2 seasons in England to start off my career, and most times off the court, once practice is over, I'm straight to the video game, watch social, or take a 8 hour nap. You never know, you know what I mean? But long story short, I didn't really get nothing. You know what I mean? I was just so happy I ain't have classes or no lectures to go to no more. You know what I mean? Because bro, it used to be. I remember at Savannah State, it used to take a lot out of me going from a 3 hour basketball practice to trying to. I was loving not having no classes. But long story short, after I left England, I went to Luxembourg, and out there, because it's a tiny country and they in between like France, Germany, and the Netherlands, and no, Belgium. They speak five different countries. I mean, 5 different languages because I'm over here tweaking. They speak 5 different languages because they're so tiny and they're in between these countries that they all these countries commute through this country that they have to do it for business and to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's beyond amazing. But still, when I was out there, it was a shock because that was my first country where they didn't speak English all the time, and I would go places and try to communicate with people in English, and either they was too embarrassed to speak in English because it might not have been that strong, or they just couldn't understand like my dialect, my accent,
Oh
like
man,
you know what I mean. So it's like they can speak English, but understand what I was saying. So it was beyond frustrating. And
Rashad, we
then
from the hood, man. We from the hood. We got an accent,
exactly,
man.
I can't talk with that suburban American West Coast. Hi, how are
Hi
you doing? My name's Jimmy.
guys.
I'm
Hi
always happy.
guys.
I'm happy to meet you.
How are you
Um,
doing today? How are you doing?
yeah, I can't do that, bro. I can't do it. And I'm kind of jealous of people who do sound like that because it's just easy for them. But
Man.
like you said, bro, I'm from the south side of Atlanta, bro. We don't talk like that where I'm from. So it is what
It
it is.
is what it
But yeah,
is.
bro, I got so frustrated to the point where, like, bro, I got to pick a language so these people can understand me and I can communicate properly. Because, like you said, bro, they messing up your food orders. Your teammates don't know what you're talking about. Like, you just try to go in and just, I don't know, you looking for something in the store. Can you find this? Huh? Can you find this? Huh? Like, bro. So, yeah, for me, I picked speaking French
Oh,
because,
okay. Yeah.
I was just like, no, we had, while I was there in Luxembourg, we had traveled to France. I went to Paris for the first time. And I just like, kind of fell in love with the whole French culture and everything like that. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm tired of wasting my time. after practice, all I do is play the video games and watch NBA highlights. I gotta be more productive. It's around like 2015, 16. So I went to YouTube. I typed in how to speak French, and I'll never forget the teacher or the YouTube channel. It says learning French with Alexa, and I would do 10 minutes a day just learning French. Shout out to Alexa. If she ever see this video, I know she probably won't. But thank you for teaching
Hey, you
me
never
French.
know.
But you never know. You never know. But yeah, man, she had a channel on YouTube, and then yeah, she taught me about
So,
conjugations.
so how good are you in French right now? Because I'm learning. That's the language I'm learning right now.
That's what I was about to get to. Because like also later on that year, I picked up Duolingo, like you said, and it's so crazy. I was practicing for 2 years straight. Because after I left Luxembourg, I had sights in playing in France. You know what I mean? I wanted to work
Right.
my way up, maybe to the top league out there. So by that time, it was like late 2017, and I was pretty. I want to say I was probably about like maybe 20% fluent, but that was way further than I ever was before in my life. You know what I mean? I can understand it. I can finally catch on to the speed. I knew like 90% of the words. I didn't know how to put together like structured sentences as good as I wanted to. But when I heard people speak, because I practiced so much, I could piece together what they said just through the words. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then long story short, I was injured out there, so I only played 3 months in Paris. And since then, I kind of dropped French. I don't know how to speak a lick of French no more, except for like parler français. I speak French, and je m'appelle douce, my name is. But I can still recognize words though, and
Très
I was off for
bien.
2 years straight. Yeah, and I can still recognize words, and like when I see French, like French instructions and stuff like that, I can still read, which is amazing. Just let you know that your mind is that powerful and that strong. Like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
bro.
yeah,
I'm on that
that's
right
one
now.
thing as a basketball player overseas. That's a skill you probably gonna have to pick up, learning a different
You
language,
should want
because
to. You should want to
it
pick
just.
that up. You know what I mean? Like it's.
And even for your situation, like you said, you should want to pick it up first and foremost. But then, it helps you out with your team in basketball. But even when you go home, there's a lot of Hispanics and a lot of Latin community in the states where we live, especially in Florida. And you know what I mean? You never know, once we done with our basketball career, whatever type of job we work in,
What other
it might be
opportunities?
a Latino boss, or an opportunity where a lot of Latino person might be in a place where they can put you where you want to be, and if you can speak Spanish, that's a plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely beneficial, and like I said, with America growing so much, bro, it's like they always been talking about it for the past 10 years. Like they're saying the Hispanic population is gonna take over the minority, and you can just see it. So many billboards with Spanish on them, so many commercials, like in normal English speaking channels, they playing Spanish stuff.
Right.
So
I'm
it's
translating
real
my
deal,
book.
bro.
I'm translating my book into Spanish. Straight up, it's getting
That's
translated
cool.
into a Spanish version ASAP. Because a lot of people over here, a lot of my following, when I really think about it, a lot of my following or people are like fans are from Spanish speaking country. My daughter is Colombian. Half of my family, the like generation coming up, I'm really thinking right now, I can count 15 of the kids coming up. They're all Latin mixed. 15. They're all Latin mixed, so they got like that Latin in them. That is definitely a new wave, a new generation coming up, and you definitely being able to speak a different language is definitely it. Just you want to grow as a person as well. Like I'm learning the French. Like right
Yeah.
now, I had posted on my stories not too long ago. It was like I was in the top 1% in Duolingo. I'm proud of that right there. I'm in the top 1% for learners in the language, and it was French what I was learning because I'm sticking to it, So that'll be my third language that I'm gonna learn. So you want to definitely do that for yourself. It's beneficial to you. You never know what door you
Yeah.
can open up with that, for sure. Absolutely.
Right. And it's just amazing and fun to see how you can unlock certain things with your mind. Like your mind is so strong, and I don't think people you know, especially the average person that just go about their day and just try to get through their
The
day.
average athlete.
Understand you get average athlete, so many, you can unlock so much with your mind, and just all you gotta do is push yourself, kind of get out your comfort zone, fail a little bit, and then once you go through that, man, the strength of your brain is beyond immeasurable, bro. It's crazy, bro.
I am a brain or mind like I am obsessed with understanding the concepts of my mind at this point in my life. It's just so much
Me too.
untapped potential that we've just been letting slipping by because we just don't understand the power of our words and the power of our mind of what we can do, what we can overcome, what we can achieve
Mm,
just through what we've been given, what's been given to us. And I am definitely, I feel like this year has just definitely been me unlocking my mind and understanding. I finally got the key to unlock my mind.